OdeeLoccSportsInfo here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel, because y'all know OdeeLoc keeps it real. Yeah, y'all, so Bob Arum, he comes out, right, and he said he talked to Al Heyman, and he said that Al Heyman wasn't the obstacle, stopping the fight between Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. So Bob Arum, he came out and he said, I talked to Al Heyman, and Al Heyman is all for the fight, right? He's not the obstacle. Errol Spence Jr. is the obstacle, right? He just don't want the fight. He know he's going to get beat, right? So he throws out numbers and percentages because that's how you duck nowadays, right? You either overprice yourself or you just make up excuses and you just lie. And that's what Errol Spence Jr. is doing. He's moving the goalposts, right? At first he told Terrence Bud Crawford, before he even moved up to 147, I want y'all to remember this. Terrence Bud Crawford didn't even move up to 147, and he called out Errol Spence Jr. And what did Errol Spence Jr. say? He said, get a belt, and then come holler at me. Terrence Bud Crawford stopped Jeff Horn, and he came back and hollered at you. And what you say? You start talking about how you want to be unified champion, and you're just going to keep on moving the goalposts. We know it, right? Because you know you're going to get beat. But this is how Errol Spence Jr., he got caught up in a lie, right? This is just how he got caught up in a lie. He says, lion-ass Bob strikes again. But why didn't you say, Errol Spence Jr., why are you talking to Al Heyman? Bob, I'm my own promoter. This is what you've been saying for years. You've been, see, you catch yourself up, right? See, Errol Spence Jr., he catches up himself. See, when you lie, you got to keep on lying. And then you forget a lie that you told, right? Because Errol Spence Jr., he was going around saying, oh, I'm my own promoter. I'm my own promoter, right? So why didn't you come out when Bob Arum blasted you out? Why didn't you say, oh, why are you talking to Al Heyman anyway? He's not my promoter. I'm my own promoter. No, you didn't say that. You said lion-ass Bob strikes again. Because you know Al Heyman is your promoter. Right? You know that. We all know that. The real boxing fans, we know that Al Heyman is your promoter. See, you just a liar, man. You a liar and you a coward. And I used to be a fan of yours until you start behaving like a bitch. And that's just real talk. You start behaving like a straight bitch. Texas Roadrunner. I'm gone.